What's up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how you can sublimate skinny tumblers in the Cricut mug press. Basically, you're going to use about the same materials as you would use for the glass tumblers. So for this project, I have these 20-ounce skinny tumblers I got off Amazon. It was from PYD Life. They're the same company that made the silicone wraps, that blue one that you see there. These are my designs, and the dimensions I used for those are 9.5 by 8 inches to do a full wrap on the tumblers. Butcher paper, heat resistant gloves, also rubbing alcohol. And here's the silicone, the black silicone piece that I used to put on the bottom of the Cricut mug press so the tumblers don't burn. The blue silicone wrap to add more pressure, and of course heat resistant tape. All right, so first we're gonna prep our area. So I spray the paper towel with rubbing alcohol, and then I'm just gonna wipe the whole surface of the tumbler just to get off any lint, any oils that my hands may have left on there, to make sure that the image adheres properly and like no lint or anything is, sublimated on there from the heat. So now you'll see me lay the tumbler on top of the image. Side note, you want to make sure that you print your image out with sublimation ink. Make sure you mirror that image, which means make sure the image prints out backwards. So I'm going to wrap it around my tumbler, making it as tight as possible because you don't want any air gaps in between your image and the tumbler, or else you're going to get ghosting, or it just won't sublimate properly onto the cup. So then we're going to tape it down really good. You take some strips of heat resistant tape along that seam, tape all around it, tape the heck out of it, just to make sure it's as tight around that cup as possible and to make sure that there's no air gaps. And then here you'll see I just repeated the steps for the second tumbler. Wipe it off with the alcohol, lay it down on the mirrored printed image, wrap it around as tightly as possible, tape the heck out of it. Okay, so here I cut out a piece of butcher paper about the height of the tumbler, and I'm going to wrap that around as tightly as possible too. This is just to add another layer of protection and also a little bit more pressure for when it goes into the mug press. Again, you're going to want to tape the crap out of this also. Wrap the tape around as tightly as you can around that butcher paper, and then we'll be ready for the next step. All right, so I'm going to put that blue silicone in the Cricut mug press. We're going to heat that up along with the mug press, so power that on so it can heat up. All right, and once it's ready, I'm going to put on my heat resistant gloves, and I'm going to put that small black piece of silicone at the bottom. Again, this is just so the tumbler doesn't burn, just because it's going to be in there a little longer than a normal mug would. Okay, so I'm going to put the tumbler in the mug press. I usually keep the seam facing me first, and we're going to let the mug press go through a normal cycle like it would any other press. Once that's done, we're going to open it, spin the tumbler 180 degrees, so spin it around halfway, and then put it back in. We're going to close it, and we're going to let that go for 2 minutes. Okay, so once your 2 minutes is up, I'm going to take the tumbler out, and we're going to flip it upside down, but turn it so the seam is facing you. Some people put like a metal straw under just so it's not completely touching the bottom. I found you really don't need that. If you just hold it up and then close the mug press, it'll stay in place. But you're going to set your timer for 4 minutes this time. And once your 4 minutes is up, again, you're going to spin that around 180 degrees, and you're going to press it for 2 minutes. And once your 2 minutes is up, you are all done. So as you can see, looks all dark and everything. That means it's sublimated. Great. So now it's time for the reveal. So I had to give this to my niece as a graduation gift, but I just wanted to show you guys how it came out. It came out really vibrant and bright. I'm actually really happy with it. Only thing, the seam looks a little weird. Probably should have, I don't know, if I could have filled in more images to make it look fuller, but I think it came out pretty good actually. I'm really happy with it, and she actually loved it. So I'm going to show you guys the reveal of the second tumbler, and I'm super happy with how this one came out too. I love how vibrant the blue is, and the gold, the yellow. It says crystals because punching people is frowned upon, and I am a huge crystal lover. But I love like the marble look. The stars are even bright. Like, I'm really happy with this. The seam looks better on this one. I think this came out super great. And here's a full reveal of the second tumbler. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!